Mean comedians are getting away with way too much these days because they're allowed to use their job titles as an excuse to be completely disrespectful to innocent people. But on the rare occasion, the few nice comedians we have left on Earth get tired of the bullies and stand up to humble them in front of the whole world, leaving us with some of the most satisfying moments in comedy. For example, Andrew Schulz is one of the meanest comedians of this generation. Like, not only is he mean to the co-hosts of his own podcast, insulting their culture and ethnicities at every chance he gets.
It takes twice as long to get on a airplane if there's Indians there, because every Indian over 45 pretends they're 300 years old, and then the fucking, we might have to cut this, but the smell. All right. You just get smacked around by Indian fucking body odor.
But he's also mean to his non-comedian friends, like when he downgraded the severity of Jeff Wittick's freak accident where he almost lost one of his own eyes.
Is he still crying about that, dude? Why is that guy still fucking crying about that? I got hit by a train and I'm blind now. It's like, get over it.
Or when he belittled Steiny and the entire Full Send podcast when they invited him onto the show.
What bothers you the most right now?
Me taking time out of my day to do this and then feeling like I'm forcing you guys to do the podcast.
I've never been more excited to do a podcast.
Say again?
I've never been more excited. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You don't have to apologize. You asked me what annoyed me, and I gave you an honest answer.
Wait, are you being serious about that?
Yeah, that annoyed me.
Really?
Yes.
So if someone
is that surprising to you?
Well, if I'm looking at my notes, I have some things personally that I wrote that I wanted to ask you. Not on there.
Okay.
So I can't look at that and then ask you that?
I mean, you can, I guess.
What if someone in the audience is on their phone when you're doing that?
Then they're going to get the same treatment you got.
Would you call them out?
Yes.
And how's that reaction?
Good.
But luckily for us, not everyone lets Andrew Schulz walk all over them. Like the time when Shane Gillis, a comedian generally known for being a nice guy, went on to their podcast and humbled Andrew Schulz in a heated argument after Andrew Schulz made fun of people with Down syndrome.
Oh my God. Son, my guy's nice.
By the way,
that's wow.
These guys are awesome.
Yeah.
They're having fun.
Yeah.
For you guys to sit here and be like,
wait a minute.
Let's bring it up and mock them. That's fucked up, dude. That's a dude.
We're mocking you.
By using them as an insult.
Using? We're using you.
So you're insulting them by saying I look like them? Or you're insulting me by saying I look like them?
This is you back in your victim thing.
No, I'm not being a victim. I'm saying the jokes you're doing it's not like...
It's not PC?
That's not cool.
You know what's really great?
Triggering?
You're making fun of these guys.
Congrats.
I don't think that's funny.
And if you didn't know already, Shane has a relative with Down syndrome, so he couldn't just sit there as they completely clowned on people born at a disadvantage. Shane Gillis is also one of the nicest comedians of this generation, because not only did he humble Andrew Schulz in this clip, but he also funded a business that only employs people with special needs. The next mean comedian on this list is actually an evil duo. That's no other than Brendan Schaub and Bryan Callen. These pseudo-alpha males are like a douchier version of Dumb and Dumber. Like they're basically just high school jocks in the bodies of 40 and 50-year-old men, and they've made a career off bragging about their bullying. Like the time when Brendan Schaub bragged about a story where he threw his college roommate through a glass window after his roommate caught Schaub stealing his food.
I ate like one Triscuit, and then I come home and he put sticky notes all over his entire food. And I go, what the fuck? So what I do, I eat all of it and I throw out the rest and then put it all back. My phone's ringing like nonstop. I'm like, what the fuck? I answer it. I go, hello? It's his mom. He called his mom and told his mom what I did. So I go fucking Ace Ventura 2 style, go, loogie right in his face. We're face to face.
Wow.
He does nothing still.
Wow.
And I grabbed him and threw him through our glass door, shattered our glass door out the back. Then I went to practice and told the entire team what happened.
But by far, their meanest moment was when they accused comedian Bobby Lee of creating the infamous Fighter and the Kids subreddit, which is a group dedicated to purely hating on Brendan Schaub and Bryan Callen. So one night, they called Bobby Lee on FaceTime and threatened to ruin his career, insulting him with words way too cruel to repeat in this video.
They threatened my career. They called me a coward, a pussy. You've always been a pussy.
I'm sorry, that's unacceptable.
Blackmail. They said they would expose me. They said that all these things.
Like if Bobby Lee, one of the most edgy comedians of all time, couldn't even forgive Bryan Callen after what he said, it makes you wonder just how mean they were on this FaceTime. But the universe must maintain balance, And lucky for us, Brendan Schaub was dumb enough to go onto Bobby Lee's podcast after the altercation in order to defuse the situation.
Define bullying for me.
But of course, it just resulted in him making an absolute fool of himself. The last, and perhaps the meanest comedian on this list, is one who's launched himself into the mainstream by being just that. It's no other than the hungry wolf himself, Tony Hinchcliffe. This guy loves being mean so much that he made an entire career off humiliating random people in front of millions of viewers tuning in live. And he's not just mean to the guests on his show, but he's also pretty cruel to Bryan, who's been the onstage producer of the show since it started.
You did bring binoculars just to look at birds. Do you have like a bird, your dream bird, your favorite bird? Like, is there a bird you're like, that's mine? I like a blue, like a cardinal, a blue cardinal. Do you like blue cardinals?
I hate you so much. It's incredible. I'm so sick of working with you. It's unbelievable. 9 years and fucking 8 or 9 months of this bullshit all around the world every Monday.
Yeah, blue cardinal. Anything? I'm just gonna keep talking until I say something stupid.
Fucking fuck.
But for every villain, there's a superhero to end their rule of terror. And in this world, we have Bill Burr, who calmly destroyed Tony and his whole shtick when he was a guest on their show many years ago.
It might work a little bit
You
better.
would have made them all stand up and salute you?
Yeah.
No, he would have picked one guy.
Yeah.
You know what he's saying.
I don't know. Maybe not.
He would have picked one guy. He would have done that. We were shitting on him. He thought it would work. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Fuck, this is fucking brutal. Is this going to be an hour of this? I don't want to do this to people. It's fucking horrible. Nobody can be funny in a fucking minute. It's stupid.
Oh, no, it
For
happens.
fucking 2 seconds.
Oh, it happens a lot. Jesse just took a real bullet
fuck
there.
this. You don't even... fuck this. Fuck this. This is stupid. It's stupid. You're fine. You're fine.
Hey, Bill.
Jesus Christ.
Bill, you're getting a little cranky. Go count your money, will you?
I'm not getting cranky. I'm sticking up for him. You guis are throwing him under the
Don't you
fucking
raise your
bus.
voice to
He
me.
threw himself under the bus.
Huh?
He threw himself under the
Oh,
bus.
Jesus. There's one more, and then I'm out. All right? There's another one mean just to be fucking mean. I'm not doing this for fucking... trying to bring it up here.
I love it. Jesse, you did so bad, one of our guests is about to quit. I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh, if there's a negative lining, Tony will find it. There it is, right between the ray of sunshine. There's that little nugget of negativity, you fucking cunt.
Yeah.
That's smarmy fucking cunt. Jesus Christ.
So in conclusion, while mean comedians may thrive off belittling others and using shock value to maintain their relevance, there's something truly satisfying about seeing them getting humbled by their kinder counterparts.